Hey guys, it's Brian, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. Instead of drinking sodas, we're going to be baking baked good. And the twist is, I don't know what I'm going to be baking. See, I'm going to be, I've done this a couple times while house sitting. I take the basic memory I have of various things baked in the past and just put it in a bowl. And call it bake is what I call it. And is it cookies? Is it biscuits? Is it cake? Let's find out. Okay, so I set the oven to 350. It's not quite there yet, but it will heat up as ovens tend to do when you heat them. Okay, so let's start. Flour is a basic element of many baked goods, and today's no different. So we're going to have 1 cup of flour, level that up there. The other thing is, not only do I not know what I'm making, I don't know how much of it I am. But, so we get this bowl's big enough. So, 1 thing of flour. Okay, what next? Oh, yes. Half a stick of butter. That's a lot of flour in retrospect. I think too much. I'm actually going to put a little bit back. Shh, don't tell anybody. But it's clean, the bowl's clean, the cup's clean. Won't be able to get away with that later on in the, well, that's a lot of butter too. But I'm not going to gorge myself on this entire thing. So now we have, you can see that, or can't, flour and butter. What next? Alright, what next? Well, I'm gonna put in brown sugar. And basically there's not much brown sugar, so I'm just gonna pretty much finish the bag. But I want to see how much exactly is left. Okay, see, so that's about half a cup. Oh, I don't know if you heard that beeping or not, but that beeping is actually an indication that the oven has reached the temperature of which I set it to reach. So that butter looks like it's going to give us some trouble. No worries, this has all been very soft so far, but we're going to liquefy things. I mean, and what was the man said? You can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs. So let's crack a few eggs. How many? It's a lot of flour. I'm going to do 3 eggs. I was thinking about 2. I'm going to do 3 eggs. And this is where the baking actually goes from ridiculous to dangerous. Because, when you're cooking with raw eggs, you want to make sure that they're cooked. So, see what we got there now. That looks like a recipe, or it looks like something being made. Okay. Jeebs. I don't know if that's good. Actually, this whisk is whatever. Okay, so milk. It's in the fridge, so that'll also possibly make it more liquid, less dense. Cup of milk. And something else that that butter though. Now, see, I would recall, like, and this is something, making see that here. When I was making stuff as a kid, cookies, and I didn't realize this till years making cookies. Cookies are basically butter. That's how they start off. That's the first thing you put in, and everything else is mixed into the butter. Okay, now baking powder. I don't know what baking powder is. I don't know what it's made from. And we didn't... Update, gang. Don't use baking powder. My sound cut out, so lost a couple minutes there. No biggie, because it was just me mixing. Anyway, don't use baking powder. I discovered that because, you know, I mixed the baking powder in, and I noticed it given it a really sody, really powdery, icky taste, like Alka-Seltzer. And I was like, wait, this is baking powder, right? Not baking soda. And it is, but the ingredients are monocalcium phosphate, sodium bicarbonate, and it's supposed to be baking powder, not baking soda. Cornstarch, so that's a lesson learned, won't do it in the future. So I tried to balance it off by including more of the other ingredients, added another egg, some more sugar, some more milk, a little bit more butter. So now, hopefully it looks more respectable to you as the audience. Okay, so tastes alright, except there's still that bitter sort of soda bicarbonate taste, which lesson learned, not in the future. Now another fun part. We don't know what the consistency is going to be like. Don't know what the consistency is going to be like. In the past, it was like, okay, is this liquidy? Is it going to be like cake? Is it going to be like cookies? So I put it on like a cake pan before. Wasn't sure of the clumps. So this time, I'm using a muffin pan. So I put like a little... that baking powder. Do not be deceived by that in the future. Alright. So... okay, just put them in the oven, and now we just play the waiting game. Figured about 15 minutes, because that's the standard time you usually think of on recipes, even though I'm not using recipe, but we'll see. Alright. Siri, play my waiting mix.
Save time in a bottle. That I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true,
I don't know how it's looking.
I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again
doesn't really look like okay, it's been 15 minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh dear. Does that look good to you? Okay, so we are dealing with something that is, I don't know what. I've made bake before. I don't think I've used baking powder before. You can see this. It does have sort of a cake-like consistency. And a cake-like taste. Yeah, the baking powder though. All things considered, not great, but lesson learned. Was it a waste of time, money, and food? Yes, maybe. But it was a learning experience, and doesn't that taste best of all? Well, thanks for tuning in.
but there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with.